Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, it's Let's Build a Toon Series 6, number 28. So those of you looking at the map probably spotted we're out in the middle of nowhere. Yes, we are. It's more dailies because that is the actual reality after 220. You've got to carry on if you want to get the research done. And our research is a little bit all over the place, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I knocked up Trauma. Although I don't foresee this character using a bow. I might do, possibly. To get on to the next apotheosis, I need AI 25, and I currently have AI 22, and that, as always, just takes forever to get done. Yes, it does. It's kind of annoying, but yeah. So, because I'm handing in missions which will cap research, there's no point putting it into there. I could put it in there for the stamina, add all death, max health. The stamina is good. I think we should go for that. Jealousy 5 is good. It will improve the one-hand blunt, which I'm absolutely going to be needing later on. Yes, I am. The 5% direct nano damage is pretty nice. Spatial awareness 7. What was next there? Evade, psychic, stamina. I've got nothing left, I don't think, that is of real use, apart from maybe intelligence, but foresight. Anything that would add to nano skills would be nice, so we could get the higher pep. But it doesn't actually seem all that forthcoming, to the point where I don't think, without a lot of items, there's no way he's casting the 225 pet. Although the 223 is pretty good. Oh good, agree one. Go kill it. Yes, just you. Did I perk him? No. Why do I forget that every time? I never forget it on Engineer. Yeah, I forget it here. It's kind of annoying. Yes, it is. I'll give this a bunch of perks. I mean, they've got absolutely silly amounts of reflect, but yeah. I'd say they're lefty's barely hitting the damn thing. But yeah, that's just how these A-pods are. It's kind of, I'm just glad not all aliens are like this, because can you imagine doing Arid Rift quest? If high-level aliens were like this, almost no one would be AI 30. Can we? No. A little bit more. Okay, it's firing. Let's GTFO. What we don't want is to take a ton of damage. No, we don't. Oh my god, the screen shake is a little overpowering. Alright, go on. Drop the perks on it. So yeah, as far as this character goes, pretty much all we've got now is more of this, possibly a little bit of raiding with him, if I get a chance to record it. You know, like I can actually switch the microphone on while I'm doing it. If not, I'll only be able to hit record and then add that video into a later video. Are we there? We are. Follow, guys, follow. Okay, well that's the alien daily done. You hit alien pod for a butt ton of damage. Not 20k on? No, 200k. Yeah, 20k, whatever. It went down fast anyway. It's great on NT because basically you hit it with the nuke once, and because your nukes go straight through reflect, they hit for full damage. Ooh, there's a diner. Shall we pop at him? What is he? 185. Can't think what he may drop, but people do kill these. So yeah. Do I even need to debuff him? Has he got a poison shield? Because Lefty's not hitting him very hard. That said, he can't hit me at all, so... trade-off, maybe? There you go. We didn't even get battle music for fighting this guy. That's how big a threat he was. What do we got? Corrosive Cloud, meh. Kevlar. First rate. Is that... God, what a piece of crap. And... Glistening OT Sword. I guess if you Froob it might be something, but... Veto's Floor. It's not even as good as Newcomer's armor. Pilgrim Visionary. Yeah. MP. I cannot imagine any reason I would ever want to wear that. No. There are better Froob options for sure. While we're here, however, is there an OT base nearby? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh god. That has had a pounding recently. He said. Fanar. Yeah. So, I'm not sure what else to do on this playthrough series. I know there's some of you that are quite happy to watch any old tat I put out, provided, you know, you get to listen to me talking about Anarchy Online and reminiscing, which, you know, is a good thing. But, and I do appreciate that. But, yeah, I mean, oh wow, this base has been hammered. Well and truly. Yeah, well and truly hammered. There ain't much left of this. Yeah. Someone had a bloody good go at that. Yes, they did. Okay, I'm going to whiz back to Shadowlands, because I have got a Doja to hand in. So I don't know, comment with your suggestions, really, I guess is the thing now. You know, what would you like to see next relating to Anarchy Online? Please don't say, do another Let's Play. We want Doctor. We never get Doctor. Well, it's democratic, guys. It's either you're a subscriber and you voted and, you know, good, but I'm going to try and appeal to the majority. And Doc is extremely unlikely anyway, because I might just say, no. You can't force me to do anything. You know, think about it. You can't force me to play Doctor. You know, if I do not want to play that class, then I won't. It's that simple. So I might do another vote for something, but I've got everything else. You know, in my login window, it's like pick a class, any class, as long as it's not Doctor. So it might have to be. I don't know. But yeah, you know, unsure where to go from here. You know, what else can I make videos about, kind of a deal. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in AO, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, it is real quiet now. Yes, it is. Oh god, I didn't change my bloody research, did I? No. What was Angst 10? Psychic, which I didn't really want, and I just put into... oh god. Yeah, reservations for the extra stamina. Oh! Yeah, you can see there, that is a massive waste. I can nearly get that on a mob in an Inferno hard mission, so I just completely wasted that Doja. Well, never mind. That's what happens when you get distracted. Yeah, as time goes on, especially at this time of year, the game is pretty quiet. You've got to remember, a lot of people have gone back to college and whatnot, and the summer holidays are over, it's back to the grind. Everyone mentally stops enjoying themselves. Kind of weird. Unless you're in Australia, obviously. Because, you know, it's spring and... or is it summer already in Australia? I don't know. I don't know when they officially call it summer there. It'll be at some point or another. What was my alien daily? That one, but you just did it. My god, you're going senile, you know. I'm sure of it. We'll hand that in. Yes, we will. I haven't even talked to Warden Staines yet. There you go, mission complete. Oh, I'm not leaving that. No, we're not. We're not leaving that. No, come on. Yes, we're going back to Arid Rift. Yes, we are. That is entirely too small of a sliver of XP. And I have explained this in previous videos, but I will explain it again. Oh, do you know what else I didn't do? I just remembered the arbiter's up, isn't it? Oh god, I should just abandon this bloody video at this point. It's, you know, you've done it so badly, there's just no sodding point having it running anymore. Oh god. You muppet. Yes, I should have had Freelancers Inc. because that's an extra daily's worth of research or XP. Oh well. My god, the lag. Well, it's not even lag, it's just horribly optimized. The lag isn't that bad here. You don't see people skipping across the screen at great speed, you know, suddenly the server updates its XY coordinates and people go flying along it like ding, 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 ding. That's lag. What you've got here is, you know, like or in ICC is a massive graphical spaghetti of code that just doesn't render properly. That's why the frame rate goes down, because the actual I can see it on my second monitor. I have monitoring software up all the time on that. It's just nice to have it, you know. I started having it when I was running SLI to make sure things were doing what they were supposed to be doing, and then when I was very kindly given the 980 by a subscriber, you know who you are, and I still thank you for that. I'm still appreciative of it. Yeah, after that happened, I was like, kept it monitoring, made sure, because it was a well, they call it Founders Edition now, don't they? But it's not a Founders Edition, it's a reference card. So it's NVIDIA's own brand. Bloody built like a tank, those things, you know. They really are quite good. And then we find out later that NVIDIA have always been keeping, you know, the best ASIC quality for themselves. Or if they haven't, they are certainly doing it now with Founders cards. So if you're planning to do a big water-cooled kind of a deal and do some overclocking, you may as well buy a Founders Edition, because you're going to get the best chance on ASIC quality. And, you know, put a water block and everything else on that, because it will run better and faster than, you know, most other ones. Anyway, completely off topic now. Yes, we are. What the hell were we talking about? Somebody remind me, please. What were we talking about? Was it interesting? It probably wasn't, because I've forgotten. What was I saying? What was it? Oh yeah, anyway, that's why I have the monitoring software. Because we're just keeping an eye on its temperatures, because it has a blower style thing on it. So yeah. Yes, I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm not really talking about anything. I'm not even focused on what I'm doing, yes. I completely buggered up starting this. What it is that I got up this morning and thought, oh, you know, I've got a chance now before the day starts happening to, you know, crack on with things, and, you know, I could get a bit of recording done, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, righty, go play with that one. I don't want to die. I don't think I will, though. I think Lefty's gonna kick his arse. Yes, I do. Yeah, we'll debuff this one as well. Oh yeah, look, nearly 5k in here as well. No less. There is a daily for here, which I would show you, but there's no way I can take on a scout ship, I don't think. I think I would be killed very, very quickly on this guy. I can do it on soldier. You just AMS and take it out, but it's dicey. It is dicey. It's pretty easy in a good team, though. You go and get the... and it's not really a daily, but it does give a daily's worth of XP, so it's a bit like Inferno missions in that respect. But if there are more than a few people doing the same one, it gets a bit... yeah. Because you have to fight, you know, 5 of mob X, 5 of mob Y, etc. So effectively, you end up bottlenecking with other people, which is kind of problematic. What they're doing here, killing zigs. Well, I call them zigs. I don't think they are zigs. We'll just keep running. Oh, try to hit you but missed. My favourite thing. Where the fluff are my pets? They were on follow. I don't know where they've gone. Alright, okay. What's still fighting me? Collector, go on. We'll deal with these guys in the dark. Oh, and someone helpfully mentioned, yes, you can turn your camera. Yeah, I know, dude. That looks like arse. But yes, you can. And you can turn up your brightness. Slightly better in here. But actually, that's not that bad, is it? Except when you look up. It just sort of looks like, what the duck? Now I turn it down again. You can see there, it's sunrise. You know, so why is it so dark down here? That was my point, not can I fix it. Yes, I know, I can force it. I could have done it in post while editing the video, just, you know, turn the gamma up. But, you know. Oh, we did it, we got the ding. Right, and the reason I did that is very, very simple. You see, teleport out. You get, for every AI level you get a higher cap. Okay, so what would happen there? Oh, it's better. Look, the sun is rising over Rubicon. Or one of them. Which one's rising? Probably both. Yes, it is both. They thankfully come up. Here's a spot you'll remember from the old days. I still can't make that jump. Oh, it pushed me off. Do you see that? It pushed me off. I went laterally along. Yeah. People used to stand here, queuing up on top of this building and along there, and along this kind of fabric cover, which miraculously supports the weight of several players. And they would stand here, form teams, and then roll from the little mission terminal down here, and all run off to the grid and onward to Broken Shores. I can remember this well. And I remember the aggravation trying to get on top of this very top sign here. I do remember a lot about here. Like, I know where all the actual shops are. They're still open. Yes, I do. This is where Storm used to hang out. Westgate used to log off and log on here, which is a handy place because this is where you reclaim. Well, you'd save here, and the mail, of course, used to be a reclaim. So it was quite handy to have everybody logged off just here. Yes, it was. I don't know why. It was just here was a place. So, yeah. The first place I saw on Rubicon outside of the backyard. Oh God, I remember being sat here and up on here. This is where the Wampers used to be, and where I think they should have never moved them from. They said it was to help combat lag. All they needed to do was optimize, you know, the traffic shaping on the server, really. Just shifting people around from one area to the next isn't fixing the problem. No, it isn't. Yeah. I do have an affection for Tyr. It's kind of like when I first walked out, it was like this is the first backyard I ever exited. Number 9. Kalos 2 still has a apartment key for here, as well as the one for the one in Job. He still obviously has the Job one. No, pets get so bloody lost here. Before Pet Warp, can you imagine how much of a pain in the arse that was? Yes, walked out of here. I think I've told this story before, but walked out and went, oh my God, I'm kind of in Moss Isley here. You know, that was the vibe I was getting. It was bright sunshine at the time as well. What the hell's this place? And there was like a protest, a role-playing protest going on. I went, wasn't this place here? You know, like, okay. Yeah, that's not exploitative at all. Although it probably isn't, given we're this far in the future, right? And then went, oh no, I've crashed. And then went, oh no, I'm okay. And then started walking up here and went, oh, there's a bunch of people in there. I wonder what they're doing. And you remember, I'd been playing the game for less than 2 hours. And kind of went, ooh, Tier area. What's tier area? You know, misread the sign like a bloody dyslexic. And here I am, I was going, hey, how's it going? as soon as the gas ran out, I was just splat dead. Oh, it was funny though. It really was. But yeah, just seeing Tier in the morning with the sun being as harsh as it is, it really does kind of remind me of that time. It really does. Anyway, this is not getting us anywhere. No, it's not. All the sneaky little routes to run. Trying to find your mission. Oh god, yeah, trying to find your mission in Tier. Oh, that was a bunch of fun. Yes, it was. And here, I think even recently I talk about, you know, Dock on the Rock. There would be at least one and then someone else would take over. You'd come to Tier and pay someone for a wrangle in usually that one there. This was like a hub. I mean, people behaved as they do in life, you know, thrown into circumstance. They will behave a certain way, you know. So it became its own little market thing, the Happy Rebel. Bit of a TARDIS pub, really. I'll show you. See, it says the Happy Rebel, and you can see how big, you know, the place is. And it's a tad dark. See, this isn't it. So you've got one room here, yeah, with obscurely barrels and storage. That's very dark and unlit. So it could only be half of it in there, but when you enter, it's like miraculously you've got like a meeting room, various bars, little private areas. You know, it is a complete TARDIS. There's no way all this... Oh, I remember this. I remember meeting with Wolf, the original leader of Storm, in here. I was sat right there on the chair there, which I don't think I can do anymore. I used to be able to sit on the actual chairs. No, it won't let me get on the chair. It actually won't let me get on the chair. Nope, can't get on it. God, I hate they changed that collision. But yeah, I was sat there. Wolf was sat there, and it started off as a four-way conversation at first, and it just ended up me and Wolf rambling at each other about guitars. See, and there's more here. How does all that fit in that box? It just doesn't, does it? There's no way. Given we already know that's the storeroom, and the storeroom comes as far as like half of it. See this odd little join here? So essentially, really, the Happy Rebel is this box here. How weird is that? Nobody cared a toss. No, they didn't. Right, okay, so now what else have I got? I have to talk to Warden Staines again. Yes, we do. Warden Staines, it's me again. At your service. And I will be taking the diseased prisoner, thank you. No idea what the pets are doing. Where are they stuck now? Down there. I was trying to figure out where a doorway was. I mean, there's a certain amount of logic to them and not. Anyway. Should we run out or shall I be very lazy? Let's speed it up a little today. I'm going to log my fixer. Give myself a fixer grid, I think. But I'm going to have to do that twice thinking about it. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay, fixer grid number 1. It didn't. There we go. I always kind of panic when I'm doing that with pets. They get in the way. And you've only got 10 seconds to actually make that work. Which is annoying. Yes, it is. Is it 7 I want? It's not, is it? Where is it? It's 6. It's Milky Way. I haven't done this for so long. I've forgotten. Is it right or left? Oh my god. Let's check. We do not want to get that wrong. No, we don't. Yes. 6 left. Right is a gazillion miles away up there. Completely forgot. Oh well. See, it drops you pretty darn close. But it's that whole thing of by the time you've logged a second tune in and buffed and, you know, one of those really, isn't it? So, yeah. Oh, someone here. Try and recruit them. Ooh. They sent you team rep. Oh, you sent on me as well. There we go. Speed this up a bit for you there. Yes, indeed we will. What level are they anyway? 218. Need to upgrade them weapons. Get some Zans. Get Zans on there, we'd utterly annihilate this guy. Nice! Yes, it is. Maybe they're just going to gear up at 220 or something. There we go. So we're done there. We'll whiz back. They beat me. I thought they would. Okay, thanks for team and laters. There we go. Right, so the... Oh, they've healed themselves. The next mission is a long way away. Yes, it is Scooplet Outbreak again. I mean, the only other way of getting there is going through Wine, and part of the reason I don't like going that way is it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very crashy. Yes, it is. It makes you crash an awful lot. That said, that's probably a pretty good test of how this driver profiler behaves. I don't think it fixes it, but it does run rather smoothly, I think. Seems to run rather well. Okay, we've landed in Bliss. Bliss is unbroken. So now, unfortunately, Broken Shores. Here's the test. Oh, it's taking its time. Oh no, no, we're still alive. Oh my god, yes we are. Which is always good. And then the final test. Can we get to Wine? Answer? Yes, apparently we can. Which is rather good. Right. All on follow. Quantum Wings. And over we go. Oh, God. I remember this. I remember there was a boss nearby. I remember we pulled him into here. It might have been from the beach or something. And then everyone literally stood here fighting him within range of this. Because it used to heal you for 1k and people just spammed it. So it was like having a 1k heart. They nerfed that, by the way. You can't do that now. And yeah. I think there's a can't be in combat on it. Where the fluff are my other two pets? Now I've crashed. Never mind. What I want to know is why the other two pets had to vanish. You know, why not all of them? Why only those two? That's just so annoying. See, and now I feel obliged to buff them again. Yes, I do. I mean, it's not like the scooplets are going to do them any harm, or even if I'd need healing during that period, but just for the whole, you know, this is how it should be. I'm supposed to have 3 pets kind of a deal. So there you go. Ah dear. Still not crash proof, but there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, the game is essentially a bit broken. What's weird is it logged me back in over here, so it looks like the crash actually started while I was looking at that machine. Maybe even when I clicked that machine. See what I mean? People go, oh, the engine's buggy. No, the whole damned game is buggy. Yes, it is. And the beta engine just exposes it even more, unfortunately. Yes, indeed. Zoom out. Yeah, and if you crash, your preferences are not saved. They're only saved when you do a complete logout. Because I've done that before. I remember spending ages in a REIT, setting up a tune, moving everything around, getting rid of the stupid wings and menus over here that do nothing but just take up pigging room. And yeah, it was pretty good. Bless my shadow. Where? Oh, I was teamed with the fixer, wasn't I? I didn't think it lasted that long. That's good. What's my run speed now then? Just kind of curious. Oh yes, 3,000 a day, but it, yeah, diminishing returns. Don't crash. There we go. We'll fly a little lower. Lose even more frame rate. It's not that bad for me here. It's still about 60s, so... Yes, indeed. A lot of stuff to actually visit here. It's like Drill Island. Really weird little place. Yes, it is. Even bases out here and stuff. Fairly low level, though, this one. Is it 140 to 210? No, it's like a medium level base. There's like 5 tiers of bases you can have. You can have 5 bases in one guild. And this, you know, the next one would be a 250 to 300. Usually people will go for the 300. If they can. If they've got someone that can place that. And, you know, any reasonably sized org that can defend, you know, a 220 tower field effectively, you know, should at least have one member that can do that. Yeah. There's this area here, Medusa territory. Very desolate, odd kind of place there. But there's a lot of stuff over here, like Enigma Island. Is that where Sergeant Lam is? Is he on there? Yeah, Special Agent Lam. I've not seen him in a very long time. Why do mobs get to stand on water and we can't? That's annoying. Some interesting music along here as well, if you're listening, paying attention to the music. You hear the ambience? Yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it? Sensation of being in a swamp. I can remember this actually being a bit of a raid here. I can't remember what Sergeant Lam actually drops. Nor can I remember where you get on the island. There's a, yeah, invisible wall. I don't think there's any holes in it. Nope. Where's the entrance? I'm curious now. See, this is what you can miss by gridding everywhere. Sightseeing. All the pets have vanished. Oh, if you got knocked out of your yalm here, it was a ball ache. You had to swim all the way around. And of course, back then, swimming was an actual thing, so... let's see, Quantum Wings. And let's summon pets. Healy is AFK somewhere. So you had to battle through these things, that I remember. You couldn't jump up there, could you? No, it wouldn't let you. I mean, you can fly up there. So you had to battle through all these. Remember, 200 was the max level, so 150 stuff was the green trash you had to get through that aggroed. Doesn't now, obviously, because we're 220. Got to follow this around. I do remember that. But I can't remember what the story is. My brightness and everything set back. It is. I can't remember what the story was with Agent Lam. Oh, you can get up that way then. Durr, I forgot that. Yeah, people used to farm Special Agent Lam, but I can't remember what the hell for. Okay, there's a bunch of guys here. What level are these? Lam's third. Okay, can we get to Special Agent Lam? Lam's apprentice. Did you have to kill the apprentice to get Lam? I kind of think you did, you know. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Apprentice looks pretty tough, actually. Right, okay. Healy, you're on me. I remember doing this as well. Kiting. Rather like this. Everything's trying to kill Lefty. Yeah, maybe I just killed everything. I can't remember. I think you had to kill the ads, then take down the apprentice to get actual Lam, and then Lam dropped something, but I can't remember what that was. I'm okay with the apprentices, they can't hit. I'm pretty sure Lam, yeah, Lam can. Lam's pretty tough still. How far can I debuff them? Okay, I can drop that on them. Drop that. And that. What is it? Is level? Well, 262, but it's an arcade mob, so... Yeah, I should have pulled all the thugs first, because they're kind of a distraction there. Okay, Lamb's thug. Let's attack that. Okay, Lefty needs healing. Go on, heal him. Yeah, even these things have got a fair bit of health on them. A few more buffs, we'd be fine here, I think. This is what I mean by power creep, because this used to be a raid. Debuff these guys. We're gonna lose the heal pet for realsies now. Ooh, I'm getting hit. Getting hit hard. Okay, we're gonna run. Yes, we is. We're gonna run. For whatever reason, those two are fighting each other. Don't know why. I'm nuking myself like a noob. Yeah, I think Lamb's apprentice is purely a placeholder, so there's not much point killing it at the moment. Okay, so we only seem to have Lamb to focus on there. I wish I had a bigger init debuff on them. Ooh, I'm proper rooted. Oh dear. I think I'll have Healy back on me, actually. Just top me up a bit, Healy. Thank you, Newt. Okay, Lamb's apprentice is running away. Now she's brought her friends with her. Yeah, I think we'll skedaddle. Thanks, we're going. Might come back and kill that on Shade just to see what the hell it drops. Because I don't remember, to be honest. I'm not sure if they can warp you. Not sure. They might be able to, actually. Okay, let's try and get the pets out of there. Okay, Lefty has not warped back. We're out of aggro. Don't know what's happened with Lefty. He was on follow. Yeah, we're completely out of aggro now. Yes, we are. So there you go, Special Agent Lam. Kicking our butt. Which way? We want to go north, don't we? Lefty? Yeah, Lefty caught up. Well done. There you go, randomness. Complete and utter randomness. Yeah, I remember it being a, you know, a proper raid. Oh, and the pest as well. Yes, I remember. What did all the NTs want at the time, and Froobs still want now? I think it's Petticoat of the Pest. It was something like that. A rare item that added nano skills, unlike now where, you know, like you've got a gazillion items that add nano skills. And as a Froob, those things are deadly. I mean, you really did need a team. You needed an enforcer, tank, etc. Someone with a ton of HP. Can't remember, you had to... Did you have to kill the rot plagues to spawn the pest? Can't remember now. It was something weird like that. It's been absolute donkeys since, you know, I've done any raid like that. It'd be nice to look up those old raids and go back and do them now. I mean, doing them on, you know, fully geared up 220s would be, well, little bit overkill, let's say. Just a tiny bit, maybe, you know. Well, actually, no, they'd be complete and utterly overkill. Let's face it, I mean, yeah, just totally overkill. Now, I've lost my mission marker as well after crashing. There we go. So yes, boring muck boringness. With a little bit of, you know, random stuff. But this is why I normally try and get a grid here. You can see how long this has taken. Even with our little interlude. Going and visiting Lam. Yes, indeed. It has been... well, it's interesting, I guess, but... only if you're interested in Anarchy Online. Right, where's the... oh, it's just over this bit of water. Never mind. Yay, that's what we like. Yeah, weird raid that was, Lam. You had to keep killing the apprentice to get Lam himself to spawn, and then Lam himself had a small chance of dropping something. But I can't remember what the hell it was. Really can't. But yeah, that was an end game raid back in the day. I mean, if you're Froob, it still most definitely is, and you're not going to do that with a solo Froob, unless of course they're boxing. But I mean, solo means one player, one character. That's what solo means. Boxing it is just bringing an entire team and controlling the entire team. I mean, well done for the technical achievement, but I mean, it's appreciated when, you know, and people appreciate boxers more and more as the server population gets smaller. Because it's harder and harder to form a team, so people that will PVM with boxers are, you know, greatly appreciated by everyone else because they make it possible for things to happen. And we've got guys in Storm that can do PVM boxing, but would much prefer to do a raid on one character. You know, they're a player just like you or I, so why wouldn't they? Don't you run away from me, you horrible little thing. And another one. Okay, we'll go back now. I want to try a little experiment. I don't think I can do the freelancers do 3 missions thing, but I'm just going to nip there and see. May as well. We haven't handed in any conventional missions yet, so it's a little bit of an experiment. Personal experiment. Bear with me, everyone. Talk amongst yourselves. If you brought snacks, now is the time to get them out and satiate yourselves. Right, let's grab the freelancers and then hand the and then hand in the barkeep daily, just to see. I don't think it's going to count it. I've had it count once or twice recently and been quite surprised that it has and gone, really? Because the other dailies we could hand in would be a doja from Panda, or a doja from Owl, or what else? Oh, Lord of the Void would be another one. There's a bunch of extra dailies you can do at high level. So Lord of the Void, Pan Doja, Inferno Doja, and Alb Doja, if you've got one to hand in. Right, Borealis. Let's charge through. Please no horrid music. Please no horrid music. Please no horrible music. Please no horrible music. Bubble jazz. This isn't as bad as the other one. I've completed my task. Let's have a look. Where's freelancers? Nah, didn't count it. It was just a miniature experiment of mine. Yes, it was. Okay, well, we'll go talk to Warden Staines again, I think. Yes, indeed. Get that done. Yeah, I've had bugs where I've handed in a scientist's quest, one of the stages there, one of the early ones or one of the very late ones. It was when I was talking to the guy next to the portal back through to Sheol, back through to Nascence, and it completed one of the missions on freelancers. No idea. Which colour haven't I got? I think I've got all the colours except the one you extract. Orange, purple, green, blue, turquoise? Is that turquoise? I guess it's turquoise. I haven't got red. There we go. And I don't think these combine. I've got that mini mission there, Soulbound Relics. 6 types. Well, that's not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get there very, very slowly. And don't you get one using this? I can't remember. The Soul Ripper. And that's the first one you need to combine the others. Been a long time since I've made that cloak. It really has. Right, well, we'll hand these 2 in. That at least will give me 2 for today. Even though I forgot to go and get the freelancers before handing in bloody Doja. And then wasted that by having the wrong research line. Yeah, remember Tyr with that kind of tiny little building with a massive interior? Here's a massive building with a tiny interior. You know, what's all that roof? What's going on in the roof space of here? We're not seeing much, are we? Can I have my reward now? Complete 2. Well, I've only got 1 more to hand in, so never mind. Scooplets. Mission complete. Goodbye. Well, there we go. I've got different music again. Can we get to the end of the loop now? Any time about now would be good to get to the end of the loop. When you're ready. And that was the end of the loop. Yes, indeed. But I mean, yeah, I'm sorry for pointing out that the interiors of buildings don't quite fit inside the building. I mean, never was that more true with a shop. There's the shop in its entirety, but when you enter... Okay, this first room, maybe it's like half as big again as the outside. But then you've got this room. So unless there's some dimensional warping here, you know, whereby this is actually in the upright part of the structure. And of course, you've also got this room. So my theory, it's even worse in superior stores. My theory there, of course, is actually these rooms are stacked on top of each other, and the top room is stacked horizontally, but they've got gravity control as well as dimensional space warp. So the building is correct, it's just stacked in a way that you can't imagine on the inside. Yeah, that works. And the backyard. I mean, if you count that as the backyard, it doesn't fit in there, does it? No. Yeah, but I mean, that's true of most games, and it's an easy mistake to make because the interior of buildings and the exterior are generally developed in isolation of each other. When you're, except for Witcher 3, when you're playing Skyrim or, you know, a Bethesda type game, or most RPGs in fact, when you see the outside of a building and you click the door to enter it, you're actually just zoning to another zone entirely. It's nowhere near where you are. So that is developed by one team or one guy or one girl, whatever. But the outside of the building is developed by the team that are working on the larger exteriors. So they don't always talk to each other about what the dimensions are, and this is what happens. It's only in games like The Witcher 3 recently, when was that, 2015, where the interior and exterior are one thing. Like in The Witcher 3, when you enter inside a building, you literally go through a door and you're inside. You know, I can't show you just now because I'm playing AO, so yeah. But yeah, that's the first game I've ever seen where you know the interiors will match, and they do. But in older games, and let's be honest, even in some newer ones, the interiors and exteriors don't match. I mean, look at that huge building. There's like a tiny little holding cell inside it, which isn't really there. It's somewhere completely different. But like, you can always imagine that the backyard is behind that huge wall. Okay. What about this one then? You get the same thing, but look at the building. How does that contain a backyard? You know, the whole thing. It can't, can it? What a weird thing to ramble on about, really. I mean, my God, who cares? You know? Nah, not me. I've just grown used to it. I'm sorry, if I've mentioned that, and from now on you can't unsee it, so to speak. Sorry. Anyway, folks, I shall leave it there and just say bye for now.